Hello everyone, I'm trying to do something here which I hope will be somewhat unique. I'm doing some nighttime Beamshot comparisons with two flashlights of similar size and style and brightness, but very varying differences in price and a little bit of quality. We have the Ultrafire 502b, the very popular flashlight, right here. And there is a separate review of that on my website, lightsandgear.com. And I also have the very popular Nightcore P12. Again, there's another review of that on YouTube and a written review on my website, lightsandgear.com, the Nightcore P12. Both of these are about the same size, as you can see. The Nightcore P12 advertises 950 lumens, and the Ultrafire 502, well, sometimes it depends on where you read on the internet, on Amazon and so forth. It might say about 900, but you know, it's often hard to tell unless you have a light meter and unless you're able to do some sophisticated testing. But I mean, I've estimated around 600-700 lumens perhaps for the 502b. However, they both run on one 18650, and the batteries are already in each light. One 18650. The P12 will take two CR123s and so forth, and some people have tried that in the Ultrafire and it's actually burned out. However, some people have had greater luck with using two CR123s. So anyway, you decide that one yourself. Okay, I have the two lights. Obviously, in a moment here, we'll have to just go on I'll just have to describe each of them. So we'll turn a bit of light off here, and let's click first the Nightcore, and then I'll click the 502b. On the, camera here, we'll take a moment to perhaps adjust to this. Okay. This is the Nightcore I have in my hand here, and at about 75 feet to the back of the garden here, you can see what that is doing. It is a very nice beam of light, and this is on the highest setting, which is about 950 lumens. And right here we have the 502b. The beam on the 502b is a little bit spottier, spottier in the sense that it's a bit more of a spotlight, and the tint is a little more cool white, a little more on the cool white to blue side. Here we have a shot up into the trees of the Ultrafire, and this tree here is probably you're probably looking at around probably close to 100 feet over here on this tree. And over here we have the same tree, and whoops, there we go, same tree with the Ultrafire, with the the Nightcore, I'm sorry. So this is the Nightcore right here on the same tree, and again this is on high, and both flashlights are on high. There's the Nightcore, and here is the Ultrafire, side by side. Now let's try something over here. I have this beam distance is a little bit hard to estimate. It's going to be at least probably about 200 feet. Now the camera is going to take its own sweet time trying to get a beam on. Okay, there it goes. The camera is now getting a little bit better of a beam on that. Now, what I have in my hand here is the Nightcore, and we're on this tree, the top of the tree over there. See that? Probably about 200 feet. So there you have the Nightcore. Now, if I can switch and go over here to the Ultrafire on the same tree, there's the Ultrafire. They are actually reasonably similar, I have to say, between the Nitecore and the Ultrafire. They're reasonably similar, even at this distance. And again, the Ultrafire has a very spot-like beam, so you can see it on the top of that tree. And if I pan over to another tree, that's going to be a little bit harder to see because the distance there is just a tad further and we have a bit of light down beneath that. But that's the Ultrafire over there. Meanwhile, if I try to keep in the same spot, just like that, and shine the Nitecore, you can see that as well. Again, they're very similar. Of course, other ways they are not similar. The Nitecore has a side switch which changes the beam, and this is low right here, and there's actually, that was extra low. This is regular low, and there's medium, and there's high. So when you're outside in the dark at night, you can get, or even in a tent, you can get a very close-up beam with just a few lumens in the very low setting. Well, it takes the camera a while to focus there, doesn't it? So that's the very low setting. Meanwhile, of course, the Ultrafire does not have, yes, the Ultrafire does not have quite that same range of brightness. I have to click the tail cap here. It's on high at the moment. So let's see. That is the low setting right there. It doesn't go to ultra low like the other one does, but it goes to a regular low setting. And again, it's hard to even estimate the lumens on this low setting. Probably around 20 or 30, I would imagine. And there's your strobe, and there's SOS. So there's low. The flashing modes, there's high, there's medium, and there's low. Flashing again. There's high over there for the full distance. There's medium, and there's low on the Ultrafire. Meanwhile, as I said before, the Nitecore, you won't even be able to see the low down here at the end because it's so low. This is the ultra low. There's regular low. If I go out a bit there, there's regular low, and there's medium, and there's high. So you get a bit more of a range with the Nitecore, and of course it's about 5 times more expensive than the Ultrafire. It all depends on your needs, but it does have a greater range of light, or a greater selection of light. But the ultimate range, as we looked at there a few moments ago, was rather similar between the two as far as throw and capability of light being, the intensity of the light being thrown is rather similar between the two. So, I guess the choice is up to you. You can visit lightsandgear.com and you can read again about both lights. And if you are watching this video on a desktop PC, you may see some notes at the bottom of the screen, and also the website written at the bottom of the screen. If you're on other devices, YouTube does not provide those notes. If you're looking at them, if you're looking at the video on anything other than a desktop PC, it does not give you the option of looking at those notes. But there you have the two lights, and lightsandgear.com is the place where you can go to read more reviews on both and see links for purchasing. So thank you very much for looking. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.